And we are live. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Respect the Craft. This is episode 92, and I'm joined by, for some, he is the lady killer. For some, he is the jawline. He is Percy Ryan. And we've also been joined by his intern, Jessica. Good evening, gentlemen. How's it going?
Jesse. My name is Jesse, obviously, and that's please identify him as Mr.
Jesse,
ID him as that, right?
Yeah.
What was that, Mr. Ryan?
Nothing.
Hey.
All right, what do you got? You got 20 minutes out of me, kid.
Well then, okay, Percy. Good evening. I hope you're doing well. Again, you're coming off a victory this Saturday, so you're a little happy at the moment. So
I could do this pretty much every week, every Monday, and I'd be coming off a victory, so it doesn't really matter.
This is true again. But welcome, both of you here. We're here to talk all things remarkable wrestling, as this Friday will be Halloween Haunted Havoc. So I guess let's start up with, before I get into that, we have to ask this question here. And Percy, I'm going to throw it to you first. You heard the name of the podcast. It's called Respect the Craft. So when you hear that term, the craft, for the jawline, what does that mean? What is the craft for you?
You know, a lot of people would consider themselves a professional wrestler or a sports entertainer. I'm an artist. That's what I consider myself. I make art in that ring, and I make art right here. Every second of my life is an art piece. So I guess you could say I'm a craftsman. So I do respect the craft, but I respect my craft. I don't respect anybody else's craft. Does that make sense?
There you go.
With a jawline, a perfect jawline, and so I'm crafting art every day.
There you go. How about you, Jesse? Let's get the intern's take.
It's my view. I mean, from my point of view, I'd say is make Mr. Ryan happy.
All right, let's move on, please.
And if I make Mr. Ryan happy, then I'm happy.
Okay, there you go. So we know he likes to make you happy. That's a good answer.
We don't want too much Jesse talking, please.
Okay, my apologies. So again, let's get into the match. Let's not waste any more time. Let's talk about the reason everyone's here, the reason people are tuning in right now. Let's talk this Friday. It will be Percy Ryan versus Kono, career versus hair on the line. And Percy, we've seen the post. We've seen you getting ready for this. What are your thoughts going into this? There's a chance, unfortunately, the jawline might not have those locks after this Friday.
There is no might. There is no might. This is the most important match of my entire career, and I do not intend on losing. Kono Capuccia, he's my trainer. I'll give him that. He's been there with me since day one. But sometimes you got to know when it's time to put the dog down. And that's what it is this Friday. I do not plan on losing my hair. I will fight to the death. You would have to kill me to get rid of my hair. Do you understand? Kono, he means a lot to me, but he crossed the line in, what was it? What was that? June. He took something from me. He took an opportunity away from me. My trainer taking opportunities away from me, like he always has. Every single time, anytime he talks about any of his students, it's never Percy Ryan. You never hear Percy Ryan's name. You hear Gabe Skye, Desmond Cole, Tristan Ty. You hear all those names, but never once does anybody know about Percy Ryan from Kono's mouth. I'm tired of it. I got tired of it in June, and I'm tired of it now. I've been training my ass off for this match. Kono has no idea what's coming.
Well then, but here we go. We got the doctor in the house. Dr. Redacted commenting here, saying bald as Percy has a nice ring to it.
Listen, he's just mad because he's already
Mr.
bald.
Redacted, I would like you. Yeah, he has a shiner on him. What guys he gets.
Well then, hey, again, I'm just saying I have to read the comments here, but we'll see what happens this Friday. Again, I know there's a lot riding on this. It's a trainer versus student. There's a lot going on here. We're hearing your side of the story. Hopefully, again, I know it's going to be a little difficult for a matchup like this. No one wants to put down their trainer in a match like this. So
I want to.
oh,
He does.
well
I
then,
want
my correction.
question about it.
Well then, I guess how about this? I guess if it does happen, does Jesse have to shave his head too?
No. Here's something you guys need to
no.
understand. No, Jesse, please.
No.
Please, Jesse. Here's something you guys need to understand. Jesse is my intern, but this has nothing to do with him. He's going to be there with me, but this is between me and Kono. If I lose, I have to shave my head. And if Kono loses, he has to end his career. Jesse is just there because he wants his college credits, and that's it.
I was going to say, why do you have an intern for this? Because I know on Saturday we're part of Kane Industries at VPW. Kane Industries is the thing. I'm your intern there. So what does Jesse do for you here in Remarkable Wrestling?
Okay, well, I'm not one to say too many nice things about Jesse, but I'll give him this. He does whatever I ask. Basically, he does whatever I ask. I can travel across for me and would, because that's just the power that I have. You know what I mean? He respects me because I the best way I can put it is Jesse. Oh, he's out of here. Thank God.
Oh, we lost Jesse.
Jesse saw me
Here.
superstar, right? Just like everybody else does. They understand that I am a superstar. And Jesse came to me and he wanted to learn to be a superstar. And what better way to do that than, being around the jawline? There's nothing better.
Oh, there you go. So, okay, so this is truly that internship.
Excuse me. I wasn't done.
Oh, my apologies.
I like to consider myself a philanthropist. I give out charity, and that's what I'd consider Jesse. He wanted to be a superstar, and I'm giving him the opportunity to learn to be one. He just has to do everything I say.
Okay.
Every single day.
There you go. Oh, here we go. Now we have a comment from the Scarecrow himself. He's also will be there this Friday, guys. Well, he's giving us the date. He's reminding us when the show will be. 10/21 in a very interesting manner. But
yep.
He will be there this Friday. So if you guys are also interested in seeing the Scarecrow.
Yeah. Anyway. Can we talk more about what's going on with Remarkable, please? Remember, you got 20 minutes out of me, and I think we're about 10 minutes in.
We are. So let's keep it going here. Let's talk about another very important matchup. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the grandest prize. I know something that Percy Ryan is definitely going to have his eyes on after this Friday. It's that Remarkable Heavyweight Championship, as it will be Gabriel Sky defending against the big boofa himself, Desmond Cole. 2 former guests of the podcast. We can talk about that as well. But thoughts on this matchup, Percy? Are your eyes set after Kono to get your hands on that Remarkable Heavyweight Championship?
My eyes are always going to be on the prize. Usually prizes like the Remarkable Heavyweight Championship, they tend to just gravitate themselves towards me. And while I haven't been in the picture much so far, I will be in the future. I will have my eyes on this match. I don't have respect for many people, but Gabriel Sky is somebody that I could say I have a lot of respect for. I think he's an incredible champion so far. He's really put Remarkable on his back as far as, getting the championship out there and showing people what it is to be a champion, and I respect that. If it comes down to him, I'll take him down, but I respect him as a Remarkable champion. He's a placeholder, but he's doing his job right now. As far as Desmond Cole goes, we go way back. Way, way back. I wouldn't say I respect him. I wouldn't say I have any form of respect for him at all, but he's been there with me since the beginning, just like Kono. And, if he wins it, I'd be excited to be in the ring with him. It is the best that I will say for him. I don't respect him, but I understand that he is a worthy competitor.
There you go.
And that match is going to be absolutely incredible. Anybody who is coming should definitely stay for that match after you see the main event, which is going to be Percy versus Kono. You should stay for that match.
There you go. Again, those are two main event, just huge matches right there. And there's still more to talk about. So let's talk about this because there's a championship qualifier. So this is another championship you possibly could get your hands on. And let's talk about the newly installed Riot Championship to Remarkable Wrestling. Let's talk about the qualifier. Because again, there's men in this and females in this that you've had your interactions with. We have Dr. Sleep himself, Anthony Gangone. You have Samuel Diaz. You have Valentina. You have the life-changing Joe Ocasio. You have Hayne. You formerly had Ichiban, but unfortunately, due to Dustin Waller having an injury, he'll now be a part of a tag match that night. So there's an open spot in this one. So we still don't know who will be joining the qualifier, but Percy, your thoughts on the Riot Championship now being a part of Remarkable Wrestling?
Well, as we talked about before, Kono took the opportunity for me to win the Riot Championship away from me. So if he does happen to beat me this weekend, which he will not, and continue his career on to win the Riot Championship, because he will be in the final match for it, and if he wins it, that title will be more important to me than the heavyweight championship, because I do not want Kono having anything good in his life ever again. Kono, go home and take care of his child. That's the only thing I will allow him to have for the rest of his life. I will hunt him down for the rest of his life and make sure that he sees no happiness. That's on that match. It's going to be a fantastic match, but I will absolutely have my eyes on that.
There you go. But there's more gold in Remarkable Wrestling. Let's talk about this. And currently in Remarkable Wrestling, you're a singles competitor. But who knows? Maybe you're watching this division as well, because possibly those could be something. So let's talk about the tag team tournament currently going on in Remarkable Wrestling. This is featuring two guys you know very well as well. It is Fight or Die, Chris Barton and Dominic De Niro going head-to-head with the Rep. Percy, do you have your eyes on this? And is there any interest in joining the tag team division in Remarkable Wrestling? No interest.
My eyes purely for the fact that I respect Fight or Die. Dominic De Niro is an incredible talent, and as well as Chris Barton, and the Rep have been around for a long time, and they have a lot of respect in the tag team division. As far as it goes for me, I don't need help. I don't plan on ever being in the tag team division. I'm a solo guy. I don't need anybody else to do things for me. I can do things myself. But let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about the match. Fight or Die, Dominic De Niro and Chris Barton, they are really rising up through the tag team division. And I mean, look at those guys. I'm not going to mess with them. Look at my pretty face. You think I would really mess with Fight or Die? It's not going to happen. And honestly, I think Fight or Die, for me, Fight or Die are my favorites to win the tag team championships throughout that whole tournament. I think that Dominic De Niro is an absolute psychopath, and I don't see anybody stopping him.
I'll have to agree with you there. That definitely is one formidable tag team. But here we go. We got Desmond Cole joining the chat. I'm not sure if it's a typo there, but he called you Perk, Ryan. Hold on.
No comment.
Clean man.
And now Dr. Redacted's going on there. He's calling you the Pill Lord.
Bug.
No comment.
These are just false. Those aren't true.
Hold on. Let's talk about another tag team tournament matchup.
True.
Let's move on from speculations here. Let's talk about the champs doing double duty as the Remarkable Heavyweight Champion Gabriel Sky will be teaming up with the Concrete Dragon himself, Tristan Ty, as Above the Rest returns here in Remarkable Wrestling as they're taking on the Brick City Boys. Again, we heard you not wanting to be a part of the tag division, but talk to us about this. Again, you have some history as well with Above the Rest, so your thoughts on this, Percy?
Well, Above the Rest, we've already talked about Gabe Sky. Tristan Ty is another person who's one of Kono's students. I mentioned him before. You know, one of the people that gets put over me all the time. So I could say there's a little bit of resentment towards him, just as every other student, Desmond Cole, Gabriel Sky, All of them. Sam Hain, Liam Jacobs, all of them. I have a sort of resentment towards them because Kono seems to favor them over me, but I absolutely think that they are a formidable tag team, just like Fight or Die. Here's what I'll say. Kono is I'm a fantastic wrestler, and Kono is my trainer, just like everybody else he's trained. He's a good trainer. Every single one of his students is absolutely fantastic. They are formidable opponents in the ring, and I really do think that Above the Rest is going to beat the Brick City Boys, who, by the way, are also fantastic. They're not as good as Kono likes to call it a family. I don't consider it a family, but maybe they are. I'm the black sheep of the family, you could say.
So that comment there, I want to ask on that. So is that the reason why a match like this has to happen on Friday? Is that almost chip on your shoulder the reason you want to put Kono out to pasture here?
Absolutely. Kono, I could say 100% the reason that I want to end Kono's career is to show him that I'm better than every other student he's ever trained. And he doesn't think that. He's afraid. He's afraid to show people me because he thinks that I'm his mistake almost, I would say.
Okay.
In his eye, I believe that he thinks that I am a mistake, and that's why I need to show everybody that I am 1,000 times more talented than every other student he has ever trained. I respect them all, but they are nothing like me.
See, now I'm starting to see a little more. Now I'm starting to understand your side of this. Because I've seen what Kono's had to say. And Kono's really made you sound like a very just negative person.
Of course he has.
Understand this a little
of course he has. That's what he always does.
Well, my sincerest apologies again. Now I'm starting to hear everything. This is what we do on the podcast. We're trying to make sure we get every side of this ongoing saga.
That's why I'm here. I'll be honest. I hate podcasts. I think they're stupid. But I decided to come on here to show everybody that I'm not the bad guy in this situation. Everybody thinks that I'm the bad guy because what? I want to end Kono's career? You don't know the backstory. You don't know anything.
Here we go, guys. We're getting to the bottom of this now. And here we go. Desmond Cole. Okay, buddy. I guess you guys are buddies now. There you go. He wants to be your buddy.
Yeah. So, I think what you don't understand is he's watching me right now, though. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, he knows. Again, you're going to be watching his match on Friday. Sorry. So he's a part of a big match. You're going to have your eyes on this as well, not only your own matchup. So he knows he has to keep his eyes behind his back right now because you're gunning for that championship if he's possibly able to defeat Gabriel Sky this Friday. Let's talk about this matchup as well. Let's go to one more tag matchup that will be happening. Unfortunately, again, like we said, Miracle Generation has an injury currently happening, so Dustin Weiler will not be there this Friday, but it will be Kylan King and Ichiban taking on PPA, aka Osito and Roach here. Your thoughts on this tag team matchup? Is there any thoughts now? This is a little different here as we have two teams that are outside of that family that we were speaking about earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a shame what happened to Dustin Waller. I wish him a speedy recovery as far as that goes. You know, I'm not a monster. Yeah, I don't want to see anybody get hurt other than Kono. And I think that match is going to be very good. Ichiban is a hot up-and-comer. He's fantastic. There's a match between him and Desmond Cole that happened in Remarkable recently at the Lucharido show, I believe it was called. It was an absolutely fantastic match. I highly recommend going to watch it. Ichiban has all of my respect, and I think that it's a no-brainer that him and Kylan King are going to win. I think PPA still new to the game, and they have a lot to learn.
Well, then there you go. You have your pick here from Percy Ryan. Percy's been a betting man today. He's given us all the predictions here, but I guess we'll have to see. We'll see what Osito and Darren Richardson bring to the table. We'll have to wait and see. Again, you guys, everyone watching, make sure you get your tickets. Ticket link in the description down below. Come see this match on Friday. See the whole card. There's a stacked event that you guys are going to be there for. Remarkable Wrestling, live from the NYWC Sportatorium. And again, one of the main reasons you're going is to see the Jawline in action and possibly see Kono's final match in professional wrestling.
Listen, let me tell you something about Remarkable Wrestling. The reason that I go so hard for Remarkable Wrestling because the whole company, other than being on my back, reminds me a lot of myself. You see, I'm the black sheep of Kono's family. I feel like I get no respect from anybody, and I feel like Remarkable Wrestling is similar in that aspect where I think that there's a lot of fantastic talent on the roster and nobody shows any respect to Remarkable, even though there's almost no show on the indies that puts on a better show than Remarkable Wrestling as far as talent in the matches goes. There's nothing better. I think Remarkable
Especially
Wrestling
on
is absolutely one of the
Island.
top indies right now in the entire country, and you should absolutely tune in every single time we have a show.
There you go. You heard it from the Jawline
Just-
himself. And I have to agree. This is a stacked card. We just talked about a full stacked event this Friday. And there's even more to happen. You never know what could happen at these events because you never know who could show up. We've seen a lot of people that even comment here in the chat that haven't even been announced. So we never know. But here we go. We got the man himself. We got Kono in the chat. Hi, Perk. I love you. I hate you, Jesse.
Why do you hate?
Damn. The hate for the intern.
Why does everyone hate me? I'm a nice guy. I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty cool, you know? I mean, Percy.
Who?
I'm cool. You know, we hang out all the time. You know, I do all these things for you. I mean, I guess I'm a guy,
All right.
right?
Don't stretch yourself out. Calm down.
Well,
Hey,
it's okay, Jesse. We understand. You have likable traits, but
You're paying
there you go.
every minute that we go over 20 minutes, which it looks like we're about 2 minutes and 50 seconds over. So,
Well, Jesse could send me the invoice. It's okay.
Yeah.
It'll possibly get lost in the mail, but no one's saying that on the air. But let's start wrapping it up. Again, you do have a busy schedule as you're getting ready for this Friday. So, Percy, last question I'm going to ask you before we go off the air here, and that is for Percy Ryan, for the Jawline himself, what is the end goal?
as far as what?
As far as professional wrestling is concerned.
I want to. Oof, that's actually a good question. I'll give you that. Percy Ryan wants to run the world. Percy Ryan wants to be the Jawline of professional wrestling that nobody has ever had. I want to be at the top of whatever company it is that wants me. I think that I am going to be something that nobody has ever seen before in wrestling. I think I already am, and I'm only getting better. I mean, well, I'm only 23 years old, and I have the talent of a 35-year-old veteran. The end goal for me is to run the wrestling world. That's what it is. Jesse, I'll let you have a few words here before we end.
Really? For me?
Yeah, you waste your time. Go.
My plan is, well, obviously, be significantly better than Mr. Ryan, but at least be second to Mr. Ryan, practicing my wrestling chops. He's been teaching me all his greats on how to be the best wrestler. And I feel like that maybe like Mr. Ryan, I feel like that you do not want to miss. Homie and Havoc. No one out there like Island.
You got any more questions for me?
That's going to be it. We're going to plug your social here. Make sure you guys follow Percy Ryan there on his Instagram. Go follow him on Twitter as well. And go follow Remarkable. Again, as they have their event this Friday coming up, you guys are going to want to be there. Ticket link will be in the description down below, as well as the links to follow Percy Ryan on all of his social medias. Percy, Jesse, thank you so much for joining me here. You can follow Jesse as well if you're able to find him.
Hey,
you don't have.
I couldn't find his socials, so I'm sorry.
Hey,
but
you can follow.
I'm sure it's a pleasure for you to have me on here. I gave you 5 extra minutes. You should be absolutely ecstatic about that.
No, I definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much, Percy Ryan, for joining us here, and everyone watching the episode here. Thank you guys so much. Tune in to Remarkable this Friday. Be there live in the NYWC Sportatorium. And as always, guys, don't forget to be wise, be genuine, be real, be better people, respect the craft, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.